Sometimes with my students, sometimes you may have students, sometimes it may be one to one or one to many.
Okay.
Whatever, whenever, wherever. Each time I connect, I plant a sapling here in Kerala, honoring that connected learning. I've,
Okay.
I've been doing that for quite some time, and I have, say, hundreds of trees in different parts of Kerala already named after my friends.
Oh, cool.
During last year in August, we had a flood and a lot of them were washed away.
Oh my.
The flood really flooded all of Kerala because 40 dams had to be simultaneously opened and
Okay.
the water rose to 3-story high in most
Oh,
places.
natural disaster.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's just there for 2 or 3 days. Then things came back to normal. But I found a lot of trees I planted were washed away. Some of them perished, even in schools because of lack of care. And everyone was emotionally upset as well. So I don't blame anyone for not looking after the trees I planted. So ultimately, last week I visited a hill station in Kerala. It is surrounded by three mountains and something like 200 acres of land owned by a planter, a private plantation group.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So now I am thinking of allocating small plots of land or even single standalone trees, the ones that are in existence there. It's a commemorating teachers. That's one idea.
Mm-hmm.
Another, I can even have new saplings planted, but looked after and maintained, honoring the teacher or a school, etc. Or maybe a plot of land honoring maybe Mother Teresa or say our scientist president Dr. Abdul Kalam or global dignitaries who were educators first and other things next.
Okay. Well, that's a great project.
And my idea is once it is started, the concept could be spread. That is, even you could find a plot of land and start planting trees there because I'm trying to give an excuse for planting trees to alumni associations, schools and colleges, students in total.
Well, that's great. That's a very nice idea, really.
And here there is something, an idea called time sharing. In tourism, there is an idea called time sharing. That is, if I build a small tree house,
Mm-hmm.
I offer to hundreds of people for a fee and tell them whenever they come, they can stay on this tree house.
Oh, okay.
It's a small amount paid in advance. So, an arrangement like that, if you could do it at Russia, we could be funding it, financing it, or when it comes up in reality, a lot of people will be interested to sponsor it as well because we need to preserve the lungs of the world, the forests, and plant more trees because we had a flood because of mismanagement by the government. Okay, we cannot blame them. Things happen because of the bureaucracy and people's lethargy and various things. But teachers could promote the idea and could be planting trees or asking your students to plant trees in your school garden or at a plot of land that they can get allocated by the government where teachers could plant there and call it a global teacher garden in Russia. I could have a teacher garden in Kerala. I could arrange a teacher garden in Australia or Austria,
Oh,
wherever. So at least the local teachers could be revered respected, and remembered by a living monument of a tree.
Oh, yeah. Well, the project is really nice, really
Yes,
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's another idea. So I want to make a teachers group first, maybe a Facebook page, and then we could associate and take this project onto say Microsoft if need be. They will also be interested because they themselves have this corporate social responsibility funds, and part of the profit of the corporates could be channeled in for this kind of activities because it is high time the academic community started say paying attention to the carbon footprint
Mm,
rather
absolutely.
rather than traveling to Russia. I can speak with you from my home, so I don't have to
Yeah.
travel. But if this can be a part of tourism, like say, suppose there's a tree here planted after you, and you send all your friends, tell me, Sebastian, I am sending such and such friend of mine. I'll take your friend to the garden where your tree is planted, and maybe he'll be staying on top of a, a tree house.
Maybe. Okay.
This could
Yeah.
evolve. So I am trying to pass this message to as many people as possible
I
and get the
see.
feedback so that we can make it legal, win win win. Everybody should win. There should not be any corruption in between. Even if there is some, say, transactions, it should be transparent. Like if I plant a tree in your honor, its fruits will be sent to you, or if it is a plot of land, the harvest could be yours. Thus, that such active teachers or teacher community as such will have a kind of pension.
Okay.
That's
Well, that's
as well.
really interesting.
Yeah. So what I want you to do is keep this on your back burner and give me feedback or your ideas. Suppose you were to do it, how we can make this a global project, like say UNO or UNESCO could take over, like Wikipedia or WikiEducator is funded by UNO. Follow. So such
Okay.
for
Uh-huh.
us to design such an opportunity for everyone. I really don't know the legalities, the technicalities of this, but I dream big because it is. I feel it is high time the teachers got the students involved as much as possible so that we leave a legacy.
Right. Right.
So
Okay. I will think it over. Well, unfortunately, I don't work at school, but I know people from school at least. So we can just discuss it and talk it over.
exactly. Even I am an unteacher. I am not a regular teacher. I call myself unteacher, doing that teachers don't do. But so, say, you speak reasonably good English. I speak reasonably good English. So I could be able to connect you with a couple of my ladies here. I have educated ladies who could be conversing with you to polish their communication skills and to learn about the culture of Russia.
Yeah,
And
sure.
you will learn about our culture. And maybe we can go on cultural exchange. That is, we can invite you to come over and stay at my place. It is not a posh place. It's my own family, my own home. And I could come and stay at your place rather
Right.
than paying for a say 5-figure hotel or, or an expensive place. We could be hosted at each other's homes to learn better about each other, and that kind of cultural exchange could bring in world peace.
Oh, right. Absolutely. Okay. Thank you. I'll think about that. Wow.
Keep in
Well,
touch.
I plant lots of flowers near my house, and I live in a high rise. So and I have lots of flower beds, but I've never thought to plant them to commemorate somebody. just just plant them, and that's
Yeah.
all. Yeah,
I,
but that
I
could be
tried
nice.
doing, yeah, I tried doing it at say public places on roadside, etc. But at the roads expanded, the government had to
Yeah.
phase them out, cut them away.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Uh, and a lot of things I planted in schools. And the schools, the teachers change, then the motivation change, and then the bureaucracy or things change, and then they get lazy or lethargic, and they don't look after the trees. So that's why I decided to congregate trees in one single place, and like global teaching garden, and make it something like a Disneyland for students. They can come, teachers, okay, teachers play,
Mhm.
maybe they can celebrate friendship and brotherhood. So keep it on your back burner and keep me updated. Suppose I want to link with Russia or the authorities in Russia to meet them, maybe I can go through you. That's right. I call it up. So
Okay,
together
I'll
we
think
can.
about that. Hmm.
Please, thank you very much for your time. We'll keep in
Thank
touch.
you. Thank you.
I will
Okay.
have it branded in your name as well when when I really go into it. I'll
Okay.
take a photograph and send it across to you. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Very much.
All right. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.